invested in the youth, the scouts of this republic.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much indeed. The Lord bless you.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that insight. Kelly Gano, do you have any insight on that? Kelly? Okay, Ivy Chavez, do you have any insight?
Okay, the role of scouts in addressing ethnic division. I think scouts should be peace builders, should be the champions. Okay, scouts should be digital peace ambassadors. Scouts use technology and social platforms to provide positive narrative, counter online ethnic hostility, and create digital campaigns that encourage unity, tolerance, and responsible communication. Also, scouts should be mediators and peer peacemakers. Trained scouts can support young people and community members in resolving disagreements through negotiation, active listening, and nonviolence communication. Lastly, scouts should be promoters of cultural intelligence and intercultural learning.
Thank you so much for that. I would like to welcome Lucy Wainaina.
Thank you, Shua. Thank you, Shua, for that. We've talked about the role of scouts and youths in addressing ethnic division. We have also talked about the effects and what we think ethnic division means. So moving on to the next one, we're going to talk about the action that we should take in maybe the next year to reduce or to curb the cases of ethnic division. So in every participant in Peace Parliament is committed to one concrete action to reduce ethnic division over the next year. What should that action be, and how will we measure its impact? I'd like to welcome Queen Shanila to give us her insight on this action.
Thank you, Lucy. I think one action is to organize at least one inter-ethnic dialogue or community service activity every quarter. Quarter in that will be holding one activity every 3 months, which will give us 4 activities in a year. These activities will bring together young people from different ethnic backgrounds to interact, collaborate, and learn from one another. Yes, we can measure those impacts through the participation levels, how many young people from different ethnic groups attended and participated, also the number of activities conducted. Did we achieve the planned dialogues and community service projects throughout the year? The attitude change. Before and after the activities, we can ask participants whether their views about ethnic groups have become more positive. New friendship and partnership, how many participants have maintained contact or worked together after the activities. Also, we'll measure if there is reduced stereotypes and prejudice. Through discussions and feedback, we'll assess whether participants are less likely to hold negative beliefs about other communities. Also, community feedbacks where we'll gather opinions from leaders, teachers, parents, or community members from whether they have observed improved cohesion and cooperation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Queen, for giving us the actions. So it is up to you to know which action to take in order to reduce the cases of ethnic divisions. You have stated a number of them, so you take one and know how to use it. I'd like to invite Jen Nyakambi as our next insighter on the actions to take to reduce ethnic division.
Okay, thank you. As for me, we conduct peace education sessions in schools on national unity,
Then we'll collect feedback from teachers and students. We will also launch a community cultural exchange program. We will organize cultural festivals where different ethnic communities there share their traditions, food, music, and language. We will collect the feedback by if the participants will be satisfied. We will also counter hate speech and misinformation. We will take actions like lead awareness campaigns, especially on social media, to discourage hate speech and promote responsible communication. Then we will also establish youth peace clubs. We will create our peace clubs in schools and communities where young people work together on peace building activities. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen, for your insight. Now, I want to welcome any volunteer from the room or from the chats to give us any action to take in order to reduce ethnic division. From our chats, we have Cindy Kizito. She says ethnic diversity should unite us, not divide us. Kenyans' strength like in the cultures. If we reject tribalism and embrace unity, respect, and equality, we can build a more peaceful nation. Thank you, Kizito. I would like to encourage people to send their insights in the chat so that we can read your actions and know which one to take. As we wait for your chats, I'd like to welcome Stacey Michelle for the next agenda.
Okay, thank you, Lucy. As we wait for the insights, I'd like to welcome our guest speaker, Sir Steve Lango, once again, to tell us his final remarks on our topical discussion of the day. Sir Steve Lango, if you can get us.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Kindly give me your last comment so that I may react on it.
Okay, we were talking on actions to take as young people of the society and to be at the forefront of curbing the ethnical division. So we're on you on your final remarks of ethnical division and the actions to take.
Thank you very much. Allow me then to start by getting into each and every one of us individually. That you must first of all purpose to do it. If you don't purpose to do it, then you will not be able to collaborate with others in terms of doing it. So it must start with you, an inner urge to defeat ethnic division, an inner urge to help the ethnic diversity so that your ethnicity does not become a reason for you to hide, but a reason for you to come out and shine. How do you do it? You do it by one, not thinking about your ethnic background as the best and your fellow as the worst. Because by so doing, you will be already using your ethnicity to feel superior and looking or downgrading other ethnic diversity. Number two, once you have finally jumped out of the ethnic cocoon of your own, and now you're ready to team up with others, choose the like-minded persons who do not hide dangerous cards below the table and expose, the peaceful cards on the table. People who don't smile with their faces and their hearts are gloomy. People who are ready to share what their inner feelings are on matters ethnic diversity, so that their ethnicity becomes a point of unification. This is what Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere did in Tanzania. It was later on known as socialism. But the point was bring all ethnic diversity on the table, pull them together, glue them together, make one big bond known as Tanzania. The youths and the scouts of this country can do the same thing and bring all the ethnic groups in Kenya, no matter the number, to form one beautiful bond known as Kenya. This will help us to roll the country, to move forward from ethnicity. Number 3 is the youths have the power to move to any office in this republic and state their claim. Be bold enough and move forward. Don't wait for anybody to come and inspire you. The inspiration is out in the air. The inspiration are the elderly people, the people of our father's age. We, the old generation, we have done so many atrocities. We have done so many bad things to this country. And the bad things we have done should inspire you to do better things for the next generation. That is an inspiration enough, that I don't want to be like my grandfather. I don't want to be like my father. I don't want to be like our neighbor. I want to be a better Kenyan. That is a great inspiration. That if my father hated this tribe, it's upon me to love that tribe. And therefore, go to the government offices, from one region to the next region, and then seek the attention of these government offices, that they may give you platforms for you to then promulgate the agenda of peace. We want to put you on a pedestal that you can then teach the country, teach the older generation what peaceful coexistence means. You have the power, you have the ability. Now, point to note is that because you have the power, use this power in the most and the greatest way to promulgate peace. Do not use this power in the wrong way. Allow me to give an example. The genius man, looked at the Jewish people and created poison that was used by Hitler to kill the Jewish people. Another brilliant man used his brain to manufacture airplane, and today we use aircrafts to ease our journey. Which amongst the two used their brains in the most appropriate way? Is it the one who made poison and killed masses, or the one who created aircraft and now has eased our communication? We don't have traffic jams in the air, or do we? We don't hear of such kind of things. They are not there. So using your brain in the right way will enable you, having teamed up with others, to move in the right direction. I hope I have given that remark in the right way. If there is any other question, maybe I can answer it before I finally pull off.
Thank you, Sir Steve Lango, for the powerful insights. Okay, there is a question in our chat. If you can answer it before we continue. How can we celebrate cultural diversity without creating division? And the second one is, What responsibilities do leaders have in preventing ethnic division? Back to you, Sir Steve Lango.
Thank you. The first one is about culture.
Cultural diversity without creating division.
Okay. The first thing is to appreciate the cultural diversity. Appreciate the cultural diversity from this perspective that I respect your culture, I respect the things that people from a different culture hold so dear to themselves. Once I respect those culture, I will be able to see what the cultural perspective bring to you. What is it that they bring to you? What are the benefits of this culture? They may not be beneficial to me, but by respecting them, I will be able to learn from them. And when you respect my culture, you too will be able to learn from them. However, if there are retrogressive cultural lines, then we need to draw them out, map them, and see how we can, jump over them. Because eradicating a culture cannot take a single action. It will not take a single month, not a single year. It will take you years upon years before a bad culture is then eradicated. So by respecting other people's culture and by they too respecting your own culture, without holding so strongly to your culture and thinking that your culture is more superior than other cultures will help you to then move forward, forming one crystal ball upon which you can see the other person as equal to you, their culture as equal to your culture, and the retrogressive ones will now be shelved off. The second question was about leadership.
What responsibilities do leaders have in preventing ethnic division?
Thank you. Leaders have a fundamental responsibility in ensuring that ethnicity does not spread or ends with them. Many a times we look at political leadership and we forget the most fundamental leadership that starts from our family. The leader of your family has more power, whether it is your father, your mother, your uncle, your auntie. It's a nuclear family or an extended family. Whoever leads the family, patriarch or matriarch, that should be the basis upon which we start looking at leadership. From there, it will transcend to other leadership and leaders outside the family. The leader of the you call them Mijikumi or something. Is it Mijikumi or Nyumbakumi?
Nyumbakumi.
Thank you. I stand corrected. The leaders of Nyumbakumi, then you go to the community policing leaders, you move up to the political leadership. Remember, there are very many points of leadership that you can look at. The leadership of our churches, the leadership of our schools, the leadership of our factories and industries before you go to the political leadership. All these leaders have a fundamental role to play to eradicate ethnicity. How? Number one, by ensuring that they have a workforce that is all-inclusive. All-inclusive, where people from other ethnic backgrounds find opportunity to work in their organizations. Number two, ensuring that then promotion in those organizations are merit-based and not tribal-based. That your tribe will not help you to rise in rank, but your ability to perform to the expectations of an organization will help you to move forward, to climb the hierarchy. Number three is by ensuring that they have what we call a get together of all workers. There is a name that I wanted to use, a term that eluded me, but allow me to call it a get together, where you go and bond as a team. You know, people from different ethnic background working for one particular company. The company takes them out to go and bond as a team. You know, in this bondage, you will know, in this bonding rather, you will know how person A behaves, their likes, their dislikes, you know, outside the work environment, vis-a-vis meeting in the office on daily basis. So these camps that we normally have will help you to create a good bondage, to respect other ethnic backgrounds, and to respect the diversities that are created by the ethnicity. By so doing, these leaders will be able to help us to move beyond the tribal line. However, when it comes to the political line, the political leadership, it's a different ballgame, a totally different ballgame, because our politics are ethnic based, right from the MCA to the legislatures, both houses of parliament, the Senate, going forward, because they are based on regions. Unless your region is cosmopolitan, you will not be able to realize this. However, upon getting to their offices, the person they employ in their offices, if they can employ people from different ethnic backgrounds, you know, this will help us to see a unified nation, because different ethnic backgrounds, different people from different ethnicity put together in one office where people don't speak their mother tongue. When you get there, you get into an office, they speak Kiswahili, you get into an office, they speak English, you find that you are more welcomed if you do not belong to that tribe, that particular tribe. Ask yourself this question. If today you are an example, allow me to use Kikuyu, and you go into an office and you find that people in the office are speaking Bukusu language, what will be your take? You go to an office, you are Kamba, and you get to an office, people are speaking Luo. What will be your perception? You are a Kisii, you get into an office and people are speaking Turkana. What will be your perspective? Then take the coin and get into an office and you're welcomed in Swahili. Dada karibu, hujambo nikusaidie vipi? Kakaangu karibu, hujambo nikusaidie kwa njia gani? Which out of the two groupings will make you feel at home, more welcome and more Kenyan? You realize that the latter then separates itself from the former. Absolutely. Is it not so?
True.
And that is exactly the Kenya that we want. So that you know your mother tongue, not for purposes of intimidating others with it, not for purposes of showing how superior where you come from is, but for purposes of communication with your people back at home. And for purposes of unity.
That we've agreed on. One of us talked of inter-ethnic dialogues, and there was peace education in schools. That was Jen. She also mentioned that community cultural exchange program. That's where we will be visiting each group to share our cultural beliefs. We have peace clubs and bonding. And Sir also said that the inspiration is out in the air. we have the ability, and of course we have the power. And how are we going to do it? Change begins with an individual. Change begins with me. Thank you all of us for joining today's meeting. And as we conclude, I'd wish to welcome Chelsea for the final remarks.
Okay, thank you, Stacey. We sincerely thank Flamingo Rover Queens for organizing and guiding today's Scouts to Peace Parliament. Gratitude to AC Administration Police Commander Steve Lango and CSA Igando Kinyo for sharing valuable insights on ethnic division and peace building. We also appreciate all participants for your active contribution. Together, let us continue promoting unity, dialogue, and peace beyond tribe. Thank you. We may all rise as I say a word of prayer and let our welcome Regan Koba to release us. Remember down, Almighty Father, and another humble day as we come unto you. We thank you for the gift of life you have granted unto us. As we have ended our meeting, may you be with us, lead us, and help us all to implement all the rules and the rules which have been said here, Almighty God. It's in Jesus' name we do trust and believe. Amen.
That is, let Scout say, reaffirm your Scout promise.
On my honor, I promise that I'll do my best to do my duty, to God and to my country, to help other people at all times to obey the Scout's law.
Drop. Stand easy.